Hello and welcome to another inspiring edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. Thank you so much for joining us as Jamaica celebrates and reflects on our history and the shaping of our nation's development. There's much to uncover over the next half hour, so please do stay with us.
Whatever you do, don't be this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your lifeguard speaking. For your safety and that of those around you, please listen carefully to what I'm going to say next. Whenever possible, swim at a beach with a lifeguard on duty or where signs indicate that swimming is safe. 2. This should probably be number 1, but learn how to swim. 3. Stay in the designated swimming area. 4. Read and follow all guidelines and never swim alone. 5. If you fall into difficulty, raise your hand in the air and call for help. 6. Pay attention to local weather conditions and forecasts. 7. If you observe someone in distress, tell a lifeguard, or if you don't see one, phone 119 or 110 and request a Coast Guard. And before you swim off with this information, my friend Bernard has another tip for you.
Everywhere you go, and you see a fishing vessel like those small ones up there in the harbour, anywhere you go and see those small vessels, that's the safest area to swim.
Good day, I'm Jabertha Atkinson, and this is your JIS News for Monday, August 3, 2026. Jamaicans now have unprecedented access to information about the nation's road network with the official launch of the Jamaica Road Register. The new digital platform is designed to improve transparency, accountability, and public participation in road management. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness announced that the platform became operational on July 30. It is available at jamaicaroadregister.gov.jm.
So you can go on that website and see the status of your road, which would be your road, when it is scheduled to be repaired, which program it is on. And it will be interactive. You will be able to upload information from your community about the road, so that gives us feedback so we begin to understand. This is part of a larger mission to take control of our roads and to make our roads a place of pride and dignity that are indeed roads to development.
The first phase of the register features roads in Kingston and St. Catherine, but it will be expanded to include all roads across the island. The platform forms part of the government's broader program of road sector reform and the establishment of the One Road Authority, which will introduce a single national standard for road management, improve coordination among agencies, and strengthen public accountability. 4 community spaces across 4 parishes are being renovated to create safer spaces and build stronger communities. The renovations and upgrade works are being undertaken at community centers in Parade Gardens in Kingston and Norwood in St. James, and multi-purpose courts in Majestic Gardens in St. Andrew and Grange Hill in Westmoreland. It represents an investment of nearly $37 million. The renovation of community spaces, which was launched last Friday at the Pegasus Hotel, is being done under the Community Resilience and Transformation CREATE project. This is a crime and violence prevention initiative being implemented by the Pan American Development Foundation in Jamaica in partnership with the Jamaica Constabulary Force. It is being funded by the U.S. Department of State's Bureau of International Narcotics and Law Enforcement Affairs, INL. Minister of National Security and Peace, Dr. Horace Jang, says the initiative supports the government's objective of reducing crime and violence while expanding opportunities for Jamaicans.
So today we're not just launching a project, we're indeed strengthening a shared vision for a safer community and a more peaceful Jamaica.
Create is grounded in crime prevention through environmental design (CPTED), an internationally recognized evidence-based approach that reduces opportunities for crime through thoughtful design and stewardship of public space, while building the social cohesion that keeps those spaces safe. Charge d'Affaires of the United States Embassy Scott Renner says the two-year initiative forms part of the broader partnership between Jamaica and the United States to combat crime and save lives. School leaders are being encouraged to access a $75 million fund to implement targeted literacy and numeracy intervention programs for struggling students. The funding is provided by the Ministry of Education to support schools that develop innovative school-based remedial initiatives that are tailored to the needs of their students. Parliamentary Secretary Senator Marlon Morgan is urging principals and leadership teams to take advantage of the allocation.
If at your school you have devised, yes, you have conceptualized a particular remedial literacy or numeracy intervention, you can engage with the ministry because there's that window that has been made available for support in relation to these activities. So it's very important for you to dig deep, pull your team together and reach our respective children by way of devising fit for purpose interventions and remedial engagement for them. And the ministry is seeking to better cater to that by way of this $75 million that has been made available.
Senator Morgan was addressing the ministry's Region 1 Back to School conference held at the Grand Palladium Resort in Hanover recently. And finally, the Maritime Authority of Jamaica MAJ says it remains committed to advancing the country's maritime sector while representing the interests of the Caribbean in international shipping. The commitment comes as the authority celebrates its 25th anniversary and Jamaica marks 50 years of membership in the International Maritime Organization (IMO), the United Nations agency responsible for regulating international shipping. Director General of the MAJ, Bertrand Smith, says Jamaica's long-standing membership on the IMO Council has strengthened the authority's technical capacity while giving the country a voice in shaping global maritime standards.
It is important for Jamaica not only to represent itself, ensure that its national interests are maintained, but we represent the interests of small island developing states, least developed countries, and the Caribbean region in ensuring that the standards that are adopted by the IMO, which govern safety, security, and efficient shipping, address the peculiar needs of all countries.
Meanwhile, Secretary General of the IMO, Arsenio Dominguez, says the organization remains committed to supporting Jamaica as it continues to develop its maritime industry.
Another opportunity for me being here is not only to learn all the progress that Jamaica has made within the maritime sector, but also the areas where IMO can further assist in order for them to meet not only the challenges that we have in front of us, but to tap on those opportunities that will support the further development of the economy as well as the integration of the younger generation into this amazing maritime sector.
The IMO Secretary General and MAJ Director General were speaking at a recent JIS think tank. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Jabertha Atkinson. Thanks for watching.
Jamaica 64, united in celebrating resilience. The 2026 Independence celebrations are now underway and continue through to August 6 with a full calendar of exciting events for the entire family. Enjoy a vibrant program of cultural showcases, live entertainment, and community celebrations, including the Independence Village at the National Stadium Complex. Then, join the nation on Thursday, August 6th for the spectacular Independence Grand Gala at the National Stadium. Come, celebrate Jamaica's culture, creativity, and resilience. For the full schedule of events, follow the JCDC on social media. Jamaica 64, united in celebrating resilience.
Thank you so much for staying with us right here on Jamaica Magazine. The Jamaica Reconstruction and Resilience Oversight Committee, JAMROC, has been set up with responsibility to monitor the work of the National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority, NARA. Last Thursday, we began a conversation with Professor Peter Henry, the chairman of JAMROC. We continue that conversation now.
The Jamaica Reconstruction and Resilience Oversight Committee, JAMROC, will be providing oversight for the National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority, NARA, which is leading Jamaica's recovery after Hurricane Melissa. Now, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has named career economist Professor Peter Blair Henry as the chair of the Oversight Committee. What would you say to Jamaicans, and because it's a hot topic issue right now, NARA, that's the National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority. What do you say to Jamaicans who are worried about how NARA will operate?
Look at the facts. I would say our job at JAMROC will be, I call us portfolio monitors. We will monitor the portfolio and we'll produce information that will allow the public, NARA, the government of Jamaica, Jamaicans to observe what the portfolio looks like in terms of what are the expected economic and social returns associated with the projects that are being selected. Once those projects have been selected, what is the state of completion? Are they on time? Are they under budget? Monitoring that. Why is that relevant? Again, it's one thing so we will work with our partners who will help us with the analysis of understanding what projects will generate social returns and economic returns. But obviously, the lower the cost of actually delivering those projects, the higher the return will be to society, right? That's just common sense. So that's why, in addition to selecting projects that have the potential to create multiple wins, for example, in a project that would both generate social returns, but also by, let's say, getting connected to a road network, generate economic returns by making the land more valuable, allowing businesses to be opened, giving opportunities to connect the farm supply chain to hoteliers, right? All these externalities, as we call them, that can raise the economic rates of return. If you can couple that with the discipline of the CEO of NARA is Ambassador Anderson, General Anderson, understands what it means to run things at scale, at speed. If you run things faster, you reduce the cost almost by definition. So if you can keep the cost down for a given set of economic or social rates of return, you actually raise the return. So there are lots of pieces to this picture, and our job will be to break those pieces into bite-sized things that people can understand, so that they can make up their minds, right, about whether we're on course. And we'll of course share our own views about that as well. But most importantly, we will be portfolio monitors and providers of information for the Jamaican public to see and understand what projects have been selected, when they're selected, what are the prospects of those projects, are they on course, and does the portfolio have enough economic projects, projects with high economic rates of return and additional to projects with high social rates of return, and are we, when I say we, meaning the decision makers, not JAMROC, engaging with the the business community, local and international, in a way that creates real opportunities for private sector to fund those things that are capable of being financed privately, so that we don't have to use public money for everything.
One of the concerns from some civil society here in Jamaica about JAMROC is that it does not have a statutory mandate, meaning it's not part of the law that set up NARA, which you are overseeing. Does that change the impact that your work will have, you think?
Facts are facts. And we have been imbued with the power, the authority, the dispensation to be portfolio monitors. And we will shine light, and that will create, our goal is to create an environment in which everyone has the same information, right? Because people are entitled to their own opinions, but they're not entitled to their own set of facts. There's going to be one set of facts. One set of facts for public and private debate. And that is our power. And that, especially in an economic context, is at least as important, not at least as important as the statutory. Because you can look at countries all over the world, whether it be the EU or the US, having a budget rule, something that's statutory, doesn't mean you stick to it.
And to that end, what kind of ongoing communication can the Jamaican people expect from JAMROC as you work?
Yeah, we will report at least quarterly. Things are going to take some time to get started, right? Because we're beginning a journey, going back to that reality. Transformation is not going to happen overnight. And so we'll report at least quarterly. And we will focus on quarterly reporting in service of the long-term vision. We're not a day-to-day, kind of football match, cricket match commentary. But what will be visible is we will build a portal with information on the portfolio that will be in the public domain that everyone can see. It won't be it won't be like Twitter. It's not going to be day-by-day updates. But as new information is relevant, we'll make it available, and we will be going on amongst. I personally will be doing physical outreach to make sure that people know that we care, that I care, because I do. As I said, this is personal for me, but it's personal combined with the reality, right? Sharing hard truths as well as progress.
You mentioned the quarterly updates and that you're building up to that, but can you give us a timeline by when you'd expect some of this to begin?
As soon as possible, not earlier.
Soon as possible?
But not earlier.
Not earlier. Okay. At the end of the day, when NARA is winding down, what would you like Jamaicans to say about the role of JAMROC?
JAMROC told the truth. JAMROC helped us understand what economic transformation is. JAMROC listened and tried to understand what economic transformation meant for us. And us, I would include that all sectors of Jamaican society, and that JAMROC provided information and a tone and a culture of one Jamaica for Jamaica that improved the quality of public discourse. It brought facts and held everyone accountable to the facts. And in so doing, played a role that was true to its mission in enabling the public to hold decision makers accountable for delivering on the future that every Jamaican deserves, and so many Jamaicans have been waiting for a very long time.
Professor Henry, thank you so much for speaking to us here on this special JS interview. It has been a pleasure listening to your background and your vision for what you have for Jamrock. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. And thanks to you at home for watching. Please follow the Jamaica Information Service on all our platforms.
Don't let the heat beat you down. Extremely hot days can affect your health, causing heat stress and heat stroke. Protect yourself. Seek sheltering from the sun and limit outdoor activities to mornings and evenings. Wear light-colored, loose-fitting, breathable fabrics. Hydrate with cool water and avoid sweetened drinks and beverages that contain alcohol. Don't let the heat beat you down.
Whether you're heading to the beach, river, or another natural attraction this holiday season, safety should always come first. Jamaica's natural beauty is one of our greatest treasures, and enjoying it responsibly helps ensure memorable experiences for everyone. In this next feature, the National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, shares practical tips to help you stay safe while enjoying Jamaica's beaches and other natural water bodies.
The beach, the sunshine, sea breeze, the sound of waves, and memories you want to savor. But have you ever stopped to think, is everyone enjoying the beach safely and responsibly? Whether you're a strong swimmer or just dipping your toes, water safety matters for everyone. Every year, millions visit our water bodies, which include our beaches, rivers, and waterfalls, but not everyone knows the risks. Rip currents, sudden depth changes, slippery rocks, strong undercurrents, and a host of other hazards. But these dangers can be mitigated.
There is a beach control safety measures regulation of 2006, and that regulation speaks specifically to the requirements for safety on the beach for patrons. The regulations speak to the question of lifeguards being on the beach, the roles and responsibilities of the lifeguard to ensure that they have control over what's happening on the beach. And so when you go to a beach, you want to ensure that the area is buoyed and that we have lifeguards.
And don't forget, risky behavior like cliff diving or swimming after drinking, not worth it. Also, never swim alone, and non-swimmers must always wear a life jacket.
When visiting beaches, it's important to ensure that you're swimming where lifeguards are present. Never swim alone, always have somebody with you just in case. Remember to stay hydrated, wear the proper sunscreen, make sure that it's reef safe if you can. Always keep a good eye, keep an eye out for children or those around you. Never go do anything unsupervised and just have fun, you know. It's supposed to be a fun time, and you can have fun and be safe at the same time.
Using our water bodies safely isn't just about currents and waves or slippery rocks. Marine and freshwater life can also pose risks. Some of our rivers are home to crocodiles, so caution should be taken when taking a dip, and be sure to look out for caution signs regarding wildlife. Jamaica is home to sharks, and while encounters are rare, it's best to be extra cautious during early mornings and late afternoons when visibility is lower and certain species may be more active. Beachgoers should stay alert to local conditions, avoid swimming alone or in secluded areas, and follow any posted safety guidelines. Jellyfish stings can be painful and sometimes life-threatening, so it's important to look out for warning flags or signs on the beach. Fire coral, though it looks harmless, can cause severe skin irritation if touched. By staying alert, following safety notices, and respecting marine life, we can protect ourselves while enjoying the beauty of the ocean. Lifeguards are the first line of defense along our shores, and so the National Environment and Planning Agency NEPA has engaged hundreds of rescuers through training sessions and ensuing exams.
The training exam has been perfect actually. It's been very strict.
Our role is instructing young persons with knowledge, judgment, and skill, I say in the art and the profession of life-saving and life-guarding.
What I've learned is that you have to be very focused and observant, because if, for instance, there is someone drowning out there, they can't be able to talk or indicate to someone otherwise from just putting up their hands. So if we as a lifeguard can be more observant in the field, we can look out for those incidents and try to save life.
Swim in safe zones, keep an eye on the little ones, listen to advice from community members, and remember, if you're unsure, ask a lifeguard. A few small choices can make a big impact on our marine life and your safety. Our actions, good or bad, make a big difference in how we balance recreation and conservation when we use our rivers and beaches.
Package your waste and so that it can be collected and disposed of at the proper location, the proper waste disposal site. The public also need to be aware of the importance of our coastal vegetation, as an example, our mangroves, our seagrass along our beaches. They are important in stabilizing our coastal environment.
Our beaches are treasures, not just for today, but for generations to come. So, let's keep them safe and clean. For more details, contact the National Environment and Planning Agency NEPA. There's also a beach guide webpage where you can access information about Jamaica's beaches, beach safety tips, and ongoing beach cleanup initiatives.
Breast milk is the ideal food for babies and can satisfy all the infant's nutritional needs for the first 6 months of life. It provides much needed antibodies to protect them against all kinds of infections. Babies exclusively breastfed have less episodes of diarrhea, acute respiratory infection, and skin conditions. Breastfeeding also benefits mommies too, through decreased risk of breast and ovarian cancers, improved postpartum recovery, and reduced iron loss. Breastfeed your baby to give him or her the best start for a healthy life. Remember, breastfeeding is best.
Our half-hour journey through the pages of Jamaica Magazine ends here for today. But as we continue to celebrate and reflect, may we continue to work together to build even a stronger Jamaica, the place of choice to live, work, raise families, do business, and retire in paradise. Be sure to join us again tomorrow right here on this same station for another great show. In the meantime, we invite you to visit our website at jis.gov.jm for this and other offerings. On behalf of the entire production team here at the JIS, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, do take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.